Hey, what's up, everybody? So, it's July. There's really not that much news. And when that is the case, what I try to do is try to bunch up some smaller topics that I've kind of been waiting to talk about for a while and just kind of put them in one what would be called a full-length video. So we're probably going to talk about speculation on the Cleveland Browns new jerseys that they're going to be announcing in a couple of weeks. We're going to be talking about Jarvis Landry and that vlog he put out, kind of detailing some of the stuff that went down in Camp Baker Mayfield or whatever you want to call it. And then I'm just going to kind of riff on some of the things that I just in general hate about the offseason. But all that and a little bit more. But before I get into that, I want to make sure I give a shout out to the patreon.com dog check tier members. I'm going to start with Michael Matique, Nick Merrick, Mike Lapa, Wesson Megan, Tyler Chiz, D.A. Jade, Easley Bash, Joe Hart, Gabriel Wilson, Fred Pratt III, David Valtier, Relentless Buck, Chunt, Rex Kaufman, Kevin Johnson, DJ Marino V, Edward Carpenter, Matt H, Sign Sheets, Gemini, Liam Freeman, Fight Dirty 74, Yo, Matt Lloyd, Paul Wilcox, Hundo Magnifico, Kyle Stuffer, Lukey from Munich, Deveroff, J Guy 101, Musty Taco, Joe Bobby, Brad Cabo, Dylan W, James McGinley, Arenda Hall, Chad Gimme, David Maldonado, Dylan Hell, Josh Mendorch, Jaleel Salim Jr., Mark M, TJ Showman, Stuart Moore, Cleveland BCI, Robert Jermaine Jr., Dave, Mike May, Andrew Hirsch, Curtis Byer, Batman, Bharat Kumar, John Albert, Beerman069, Masayua Buzzer, Roland James, Nemo, Mac House, Reeve Hertz, Philip Wilcox, Marie Vivert, Sean Barron, Goggles Pisano, Corporal Nick Lopez, Dom Gazzulo, Nick Nasty, Ian Whitaker, Colin 216, Christian, Dave Strong, Michael Stone, Billy Moose Gentry, Austin Z, Mark Burnett II, Andre Griffin, Otis Wolf, Dog Pound, Kai Greg Ehlers, Austin Bolin, Lydia Mahawk, Jesus Serrano, Chris Foams, the Picktown Browns backers, Max Neelakenko, Mark Khan, Max Al Dojo, and Water Bear Marketing. Your support during this offseason, truly has been amazing. And I want to make sure I get that out there, right, before we get into training camp season where kind of everybody else comes along. And everybody else is obviously appreciated. But I really do appreciate those folks who kind of stick with the channel, stick with the Patreon, even when there's very little to nothing going on. Again, guys, thank you so much. But without further ado, let's jump into this video. All right, so the first thing in my kind of grab bag of things that I want to talk about today is Jarvis Landry's new video. First off, subscribe to Jarvis Landry's YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure it's easy to find. Just put Jarvis Landry in the search bar on YouTube. He has a vlog coming up. It looks like he's going to continue to do more. It looks like he has a production team around it. I don't know what his upload schedule plans to be, but all I know right now is as of recording this video, he has under 10K subs, which is ridiculous. I technically have more subs than Jarvis Landry. That's just not right. So sub to Jarvis's channel, show some love to him. But he dropped a vlog out there. It's about a 30 minute vlog. And it's interesting, right? It has some more interactions between some of the teammates, kind of like the trash talking, playful trash talking, obviously, kind of between some of the dudes there. It's all fun stuff. Nothing really heavy is going on there. They don't show that many routes being ran, or it's not in-depth training camp footage or anything like that. But, if you're somebody who kind of likes mic'd up segments because you kind of get a glimpse behind the door of how these players interact with each other, what they talk about when they are around each other, might be something worth your while there. I think one of the few takeaways I had, and again, if you want to pause this video, watch that video, then come back to this video after you watch that video. So don't forget, come back. But some of my takeaways were, I think it is interesting kind of how they look at Baker Mayfield. They already kind of accepted him as kind of the leader. They almost call him coach, I think, at one point there. But his demeanor, kind of everything about how he's handling himself seems like pretty standard. I'm the leader, I'm the quarterback kind of things there. And it seems like this team likes each other. And, that was a big factor in the team's success last year, and it's going to be a big factor if this team's going to be successful this year, how much they like each other, because that will help them kind of push through some of the lulls or some of the dog days of the NFL season, because we know it always gets that way. But overall, it's a good video. It's not building the Browns or anything, but, it ain't no building the Browns right now, so you might as well go check that out. The other thing I want to talk about are these thinking uniforms, man. And look, when they come out, I'll cover them fully, as I always do on this channel. But for whatever reason, and this is going to dip into when I talk about some of the stuff I hate about the offseason, but for whatever reason, this conversation has been the only conversation people want to have, and it's about these uniforms, the throwback uniforms that they're going to announce July 24th. Now, spoilers, it's already been leaked. Now, I know some people are saying it's not an official leak. It's it's the jersey that they're going to reveal more than likely. But yeah, they're teasing this thing, and it got this whole conversation started about orange jerseys. Should the Browns go back to orange jerseys? Should they wear all orange? Whatever, dude. Like, it's, I don't know. Some people have some very strong opinions about this. My opinion on this is kind of indifferent, to be honest with you. I'm not like huge into when the Browns try to get these special looks, right? When they go with the all white or the all brown or the all orange. Like, I tend to hate those looks. I think brown and orange are just hard colors to kind of pull off in a monochromatic kind of look, and it just ends up looking ugly, to be honest with you. So, like, I'm not the biggest fan of all orange, but I do like the idea of like an orange top and a brown bottom, or some kind of moderation in there. Again, I wasn't the hugest fan of any of the real color rushes that they put out there when the NFL was huge into that. So to say I'm not like super excited about an orange jersey is true. I'm not really that excited about it. And I don't think they're going to reveal an orange jersey or a throwback jersey. And then some people started talking. Then the conversation about the throwback jersey started, and the conversation about should they change the helmet. I am on full tilt. And I know some people are going to go back and say they were good in the 80s when they wore all white, or they were good in the 40s when they wore all white. But for the last 20 years, the Cleveland Browns that this team is, this franchise, this incarnation of the Cleveland Browns, for the most part, has stunk in all white. Awful. All their worst games last year, you look at the Jets, the really bad game that they ended up winning in Jacksonville, but like way too close, they were wearing all white. Brandon Wheaton getting trapped under the American flag before his first NFL start. What jersey were the Cleveland Browns wearing? All white. The Eric Mangini era, where the Browns were probably the roughest, ugliest, just painful, just hard to watch team in football. What jerseys that they wear all the time, home or road, those all white jerseys. And like, I'm sorry, maybe some of you guys are older than me and you have an affinity for those jerseys, but all those jerseys look like to me is pain. And the ideal of not just wearing all white, but a white helmet on top of that, it almost made me throw up in my mouth a little bit. I am violently against the all-white jersey. I hate when they announce that they're wearing the all-white jersey. It does theoretically, like if you see the all-white jersey in a picture, it looks nice. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't look nice. I'm just saying the team in the last 20 years has never looked nice in all white. Like, they have always just done some of the most embarrassing stuff in those monochromatic. Remember, and then we're going to get to the all brown, because that kind of got leaked because Jarvis took an all brown jersey. And look, if they want to wear it, they want to wear it. All I'm going to say is the last time I remember this team going brown on brown was Johnny Manziel's first start. I don't ever need to see it again. I don't ever need to see it again. It was the ugliest jersey to go with one of the ugliest games. And, look, the Browns are a traditional franchise. We don't need to get into all of this different color matching. Let's get monochromatic here. I'm not the biggest fan of it. You don't see the Green Bay Pack. Well, the Green Bay Pack, they're just one of those kind of franchises, right, that they're just one of those kind of franchises. They have a classic look, right? The brown on white. That is the classic Cleveland Brown look. You don't really want to mess with that much. When it comes to the away jersey, I love the white on the orange. The white on the brown. Okay, that works too. The white on the white, it looks great. It just reminds me of so much pain, and I'm tired of them. The conversation has been interesting. That's going to roll into kind of, man, do I hate this portion, this like 2-week portion before training camp really gets started. but in the middle of just nothing going on with the NFL, because there's really not much you can do at this time period. It's really tough, obviously, when my job's content creating, when there's no content to really create, but I still need to make content. That's always going to be tough, right? But the thing I really dislike about it is just people just get to this point of the year and forget that the stuff that happened last season happened, or just say some of the dumbest stuff that I have heard. And I'm not going to point anybody out right now because I just don't feel like pulling up receipts or anything like that. But you guys have heard some of the dumb stuff. Like, I've heard Nick Chubb slander, obviously Baker Mayfield slander, OBJ slander. Like, anywhere you go, you got fans out here making up highlights that they thought they saw that they can't even pull up because they never happened. It's just a nonsensical time to be a diehard football fan because there's really nothing to fixate on. So you just end up being insane, which is where we're at until training camp gets started. And even then, we got like a week until they put on pads. So, it's going to be a long ride. We got to strap in on this one. July is always a long month. But, that's just kind of what's been going on through my head. Some of the things that I wanted to get on here and ramble to you guys about. Let me know what you think about Jarvis's video. Let me know what you think about the Browns. Should they get an orange jersey? Should they not? I really don't care either way, but a lot of people seem really invested in the subject for whatever reason. Let me know if you're ready for the offseason to be over in the comment section down below. But again, guys, thank you for watching. Please have a great day and have a great night.